Live.
Okay, we'd like to welcome you to, I was going to say Wild Wednesday Live, but it's not Wednesday yet. Welcome to Fabric Chicks Live at noon. Here, I'm getting it. Roger, you have to read if there's any YouTube comments because mine will only show Facebook. Anyways, we're busily, madly packing for the Sacramento show because we leave tomorrow. So we're actually loading the van. It's hot and sweaty and smoky out there, but luckily not as smoky as it's been. So we can't complain too much. Okay, so I do have a few giveaways, and then today I'm going to demo how to paint canvas. I know that we've got Sophie standing. We just rescheduled her. Well, not rescheduled her, but scheduled her again. She's going to be doing a bald eagle, I think, an American bald eagle. She's using a photograph that one of our local artists took here in Nevada. So that's kind of exciting to be using a photo from our area. So if you haven't read the information, I know Christy's been posting it. If you haven't read the information, make sure you read it and get signed up for it. You might want to ask for it for Christmas. The class doesn't start till January 14th. So if you have any questions on that, let me know. But you will, for Sophie's class, typically most people paint a canvas. So I'm going to be demoing that today because Carolyn needed a refresher. But if you guys ever need a refresher on something that we've demoed, you can go to our YouTube channel and just search on our YouTube channel, just type in what you're looking for, and it should pop up. But I'm happy to have a topic to demo because sometimes I run out of ideas, and it's especially good like right now when I'm packing for a show because I don't have time to think up a new demo. So that's perfect. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Carolyn. Hi, Ann. Carolyn, I'm glad you're on because I'm going to be demoing for you. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Dorothy. Hi, Anna. Hey, Anna, how's vacation going? Okay, so
Diane Sable says hi from YouTube.
Okay.
Says the flowers look pretty.
What flowers? Oh, the ones on the sample that I took a picture of, I think. Okay, so we're going to be demoing the canvas that's in the background of that those flowers. But those are embellished flowers, and we have done demos on those, so make sure you pay attention to that too, because you might want to do that. I know, Carolyn. Well, you know what's funny is that usually when I do the demo for people that have requested it, they forget to tune in or they sleep through it. Not that I'm calling anybody out, Mary, but Mary, if you're here, we're glad you're here. Okay, so I do have a few giveaways, so I don't know if you guys want these or if you're interested, so I'm just going to hold them up. You can tell me if you're interested. We have a ton of patterns, but it's kind of hard for me to go through and decide like what you might want. So I don't know. I don't really know how to do these. But if you want tops or whatever, look it. I'm pretty sure this is the one you're all going to be fighting over. But I do, Phyllis is clean, like Phyllis is on a mission, and I love it when you girls are on a mission. Phyllis is cleaning out her sewing room. Just so you know, not that I'm tattling on anybody, but Phyllis might have confiscated, I think she's got 3 rooms, 3 like large rooms that she uses for her sewing stuff. So she might be trying to pare down stuff she knows she's never going to use again. Because you know how the topic on some Sunday Zooms is, what are you going to do with all your stuff? Your kids aren't going to know what to do with it. So it is kind of good to go through it and get rid of the stuff you know you're never going to use. If you've been storing it for 20 years, you're probably never going to use it. So purge it, get rid of it. Eleanor once said, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Eleanor Peace Bailey. I'm sure my regulars are, but if you're not, Eleanor is like the guru of the doll making world. But she was a keynote speaker somewhere, and they wanted words of wisdom from her. So I had to get words of wisdom from her. And she said, if you have fabric stored under your beds, in the closets, you know, in the garage, hidden in your kids' rooms, whatnot, if you've got fabric stored where you can't actually see it, you're suffering from creative constipation. And that's like when when I was like 15 years old. And I said to her, I said, Eleanor, I am not calling up that lady and telling her that her customers are suffering from creative constipation. But the more I thought about it, the truer that it's so true. It's like the most accurate statement ever, because you have all that stuff that probably you got at garage sales or somebody died and you got it. So if it's not inspiring you today, purge and get rid of it so that you can make room for all these treasures that Phyllis is purging. But you do kind of got to keep it fresh and new. You got to get rid of stuff, get new stuff in. What you have to always be re-inspiring yourself. So clean out your Daisy Kingdom or Debbie Mum fabrics. Remember those from back in the day? I can guarantee you we could go upstairs and find quite a stash of that stuff.
Dennis says it'll be great to see you in Roseville.
Yes. Sherry said that?
Dennis Sawell?
Yeah, no, she uses her husband's account. It's Sherry.
Oh.
It will be good to see you too. And your package is already packed. I have one full bin just for you girls.
And Diane Sabo says that those are Stephanie Brandenburg patterns.
Yes, they are. All of those big floral panels are from Stephanie Brandenburg. Okay, so girls, I have some giveaways from Phyllis. So this is, I'm not sure what kind of material this is. It's very soft. It kind of feels like a couch. So I'm not sure it's definitely upholstery fabric. You could make dog beds out of it. You can make pillows out of it, all kinds of stuff. So if you want this right here, it's quite a big chunk. If you want this, just type in you want the tan stuff and I'll put your name on it. Hopefully you decide quick so I can just put your name on it before we get sidetracked. And then we've got this black. It's kind of denim-y, but not really. It's kind of like a canvas, but not really. But it's interesting, but there's quite a bit of it here. It would be good for like a background of those flowers for the canvas. You can't really paint it because it's black, but you could unpaint it at one point, and we might even still have some. We had some stuff that you could put on, and it would pull the color out.
Dorothy Reed says tan stuff.
Okay, Dorothy Reed, I'm gonna put your name on that. You got quite a box going on, Dorothy. Okay, so the canvasy black stuff, if you want that. And then I've got this brown stuff. Dorothy, you could use this for doll skin if you were making darker dolls. It's definitely a woven fabric. It's a little bit thicker than our cotton fabrics for quilting, but not much. You could totally use it for a border in a quilt, or there's enough of it you could use it for a backing of a quilt. So if you want this, just type in you want the brown fabric and it's yours free. And then we've got this fun stuff that you could make it's kind of, you know what? I should take like a know your fabric class, because I have no idea. It doesn't say on the selvage. I think it's like a rayon. To me, it feels like a blouse or a skirt, but there's quite a bit of yardage here. If you want that, just type that in. It could make curtain. You could do all kinds of things with this. A witch's skirt. So if you want that, just put in the orangey flowers and you can have that in your basket. We're not going to ship baskets till next week or the week after, so don't get excited about getting it today. And then here is some other upholstery. It's definitely upholstery, but I'm not sure. It's kind of like it feels to me like if you got it wet, it would repel whatever it was. Like maybe you're going to make like fishing pants out of it, or this side's kind of pretty. You could use that as a background. It's kind of a linen-y texture on this side. You could use it as a background for an art piece if you wanted. Or you could recover your outside chairs with it. So if you want this, just put, I don't know, gray fabric. It's kind of a brown gray fabric. And then I have a piece of red fabric that looks kind of linen-y, but you guys are probably going to say it's silk. No, it's definitely not silks because I think Phyllis would have known. But it feels kind of linen-y, and it's a pretty red. To me, it looks like my mom's tablecloths for Valentine's Day. Well, she always had Valentine's Day tablecloths because she used them for Christmas also. But very rarely did she ever get them out for Valentine's Day. So if you want the red tablecloth, just put in red tablecloth. Okay, that's all the freebies for today. So if you're just watching through the freebies, you can sign off now.
Dorothy says she'll take the brown fabric for her boys' Jedi costumes.
Oh, perfect. This brown one or the gray one? She said brown?
Yes.
Okay. Dorothy, I love that you still make their costumes.
Lynn Jenkins will take the red.
Okay. And then anything you guys don't say, we're going to put in the dumpster. But I have to show you guys this. Eleanor made me a Beth quilt to go on the Beth wall. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Beth wall. But we've got quite a few. Well, Carolyn made one. Diana Hensley made one. Phyllis made one. Linda Holwagner made one. Penny made two. But Eleanor Peace Bailey just mailed me this one. So you got to get up close and really study it because every time you look at it, you're going to see new stuff. It's incredible. I'm going to have to interview Eleanor so she can tell you what's behind it. But here's Roger and Gracie and Devin. And look at the embroidery in our hair. Look at that. Like the detail and the hand stitching is incredible. Look at Devin's little dreadlocks. And then she's got, every time you look, you'll see more stuff. Here's pin cushions and scissors, a spool of thread. Look at all these little roses she embroidered. A sewing machine here. And look, my horse here in the background. It's just amazing. So I know Christy has posted this so you can see. We might need to do some close-up photos because she just did one big photo. But thank you, Eleanor, if you're watching. I love it. We're going to add this to the Beth wall. I don't know why you guys all don't have a wall for yourself. Okay, you got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So there's that. Remember Wednesday, we are going to be, I've got some more giveaways. Sorry if you signed out too soon. Sorry. Here, anybody want these swatch buddies? So you never buy the wrong fabric again. Reusable swatch, fabric swatch fan kit. So if you want that, just type in you want the swatch buddy. And then I have two novels. If you guys want, here's one that's about quilting threads. I might read this one before I let you have it. Okay, this one though I just finished. I stole it from Mexico. It's about the Amish country. It's kind of interesting, very good read. No sex, no nothing. Very appropriate for all ages. So if you want the Hope of Refuge, just type that in and you can have that book. And then I think for real, that's the giveaway.
So you feel very comfortable here. You feel at home. Good. We tried that.
Oh, Sherry says she only buys her. Sherry, how long have you been quilting? She says all of her fabric is from Fabric Chicks. I love to hear that, Sherry. Look at, and then Lynn Bonner, it's good to see you. Are you still on the East Coast or have you made it home yet? She says the dark gray brown one looks like waterproof canvas. Yes, I would venture to say that is what it is. It's definitely pretty waterproof. Let's see. Okay, Carolyn, I'll get you the orange flower fabric. Oh, I like that, Dorothy. You know what? Devin used to dress up in, gosh, I don't even remember what they were. something men. Remember when he used to dress up? Like every day we went to the post office to drop off packages, and he was dressed up in costumes for years till he was like 6. He dressed up in costumes every day. Lynn, I hear sarcasm in that everybody should have a Beth Wall. Okay, Anna, I'm gonna save this one for you. I think you would like this, the Amish one. Yes, Carolyn, I can bring it. Yeah, I'll put it in. Look, I'm putting it in the basket right now so I don't forget. Okay. Sherry, you've been quilting for 40 years and you don't have a stash? I find that hard to believe. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's go out and paint some canvas. Okay, you guys ready? Roger has to move. Okay. And then remember, if you guys want to do dinner on Thursday, whoever wants to do dinner on Thursday, let us know so we can get reservations. And look, it's starting to look a little bit cleaner. Before you couldn't even walk in here because everything was getting loaded into the van. Okay, are you coming? It's hard to keep up with me, I know. Oops, Devin forgot to move the van back. Okay, so here's the canvas. This is like a duck claw, and I'm doing 1 yard because I hate when you get to working on a project, you don't want to have to go out and do you don't want to have to paint a half a yard of canvas so that you have it for your project. I have probably 10 or 12 of these, one because I'm always demoing it for you girls, but I have a bunch of them, and then that way when I'm working on a project, I can audition the backgrounds and I have choices. So you don't want to just have one little piece for your project. You want to have some canvas kind of ready. So I'm just going to, I like to get everything pretty wet. And if you buy the canvas, you might want to wash it in advance because it does shrink. But look at what color the water is. See the color of the water from the canvas? So it's kind of dirty. So you might want to wash that to begin with. And then I save like my makeup jars and different things so that I can put my paints in there so that I can water them down. And then I'm just gonna splatter. It's super easy. Anybody can do it. And I think I'm gonna use this probably for my eagle. So I want it to be more blue. Kind of, the eagle is sitting in a tree. So you can see it's really scientific. You have to be an amazing artist to do this. Then I'm going to just put, let's see. A lot of times I think you could paint your house and then just use your drop cloth. And I like a really good brush or like a sponge like this, something, because I just want to transfer paint quick. I don't want to, it's not like rocket science. Well, this green's kind of the same as that other green, but we're just splattering. And then maybe some like little ochre-y color. Okay, you got any questions, Roger? Or are they all, you guys have seen this before, but don't overthink it, okay?
Sherry says you should have on gloves.
Yes, I should, Sherry. Good thing I have a nail appointment tomorrow.
What paint are you using? That's a question from Diane.
Whatever paint you have in your stash. If I'm buying paint, this is what I've been buying lately. It's Artistic Artifacts paints, just because I can get them shipped when she ships my when she ships my silks. So this we do have for sale here at the shop. But a lot of times I'll use just whatever I have. Like here's some Seta color that we've used, that we got at Dharma Trading. Like here, this is a fun green color. This is probably left over from my tool painting days, so it could even be dry. But I'm not gonna wash this later, so I don't really care. Uh-oh, somebody's calling.
Lynn Jenkins says not to bring her basket to Roseville.
Don't worry, I'm not, Lynn.
Gives her a reason to come and visit you.
All yours has is a freebie, I think, so I'm not gonna waste space. And I like when you come to visit, especially when I'm getting ready to, especially when I'm going to Tahoe. Poor Lynn, I don't think she knew what she was bargaining for when she came in to pick up her Friday package. I was packing to go do a pop-up shop in Tahoe. So she said, "Oh, my husband's gone out of town, so I can come help you." And that poor woman probably worked harder than she's worked in a really, really long time. Now she knows why she went into retirement.
Karen McBrayer says that's a cute top you're wearing.
Thank you. Hi there, how are you? Good. Oh, I love that quilt.
Well, I'm gonna make a queen.
Perfect, perfect.
So, 2 of them.
Wow. You go, girl. They're really quick.
Oh yeah?
Yep, super quick. And Devin made the sample. So if Devin can do it, if a 17-year-old boy can do it, anybody can do it.
Oh my goodness. Good for you.
I know. Okay, and then I'm just going to add a little bit of black because it's, and some water, so it's more watercolory. But the black just kind of, I don't know. I just like a little bit of black. So almost always, if I've done a canvas, it'll have black in it.
Sandy Cohen asks, do you heat set?
Yes, I'm gonna heat set it when I'm done. Okay, so that's it, girls. Unless you think it needs more color, to me I have some already done that have pinks and purples in them. Although, look at how pretty that is. Once I see how pretty it is, then I'm like, okay, let's just add a little bit of pink. So I just literally put a tiny bit in there, and then I want to get all that color out from the black mostly, and then I'm just gonna kind of do a little bit of dib-dabbing. Just to it just gives it interest. And you could cover up the entire canvas if you wanted, but I don't want to. So that's it, girls. We're gonna let it dry and see what it looks like. All right, anybody have questions? Carolyn, do you have questions on how to paint it?
Leslie Sally says she came on late. What
Leslie,
fabric are you based?
Leslie, you should never come on late. We already did the giveaways.
What fabric is your base?
Canvas. So it's I think it's a 10 ounce canvas. It's thicker than your normal fabrics because when we do the applique with Sophie Standing or even when you do it with Stephanie Brandenburg from Front Designs, although she usually does her thread painting in advance and then puts it onto her background. But it's a thicker canvas, so you don't have to typically use stabilizer unless you're going to do a ton of thread painting. If you're going to do a ton of thread painting, then you do want to use some kind of a stabilizer so it doesn't scrunch up. All right, any other questions?
Lynn Jenkins says the Nevada sun, I assume, is a good heat set.
Yes, it's going to dry quick because of that, Lynn. So look at how pretty it is.
Oh, wait a minute, that's not working. Oh, I need to get it at a different angle.
What? Here.
No, that's not working either. I don't think. Well, maybe.
What if I come up here? Can you see it now?
I think that's better. I don't know.
Okay, so we're gonna let that dry. And then let me take you inside and I'll show you a couple of samples that we've used it in. So if you guys ever are in town and you need to paint a canvas, we can always throw this up and you can just use our supplies. Okay, so I'll show you real quick a couple of samples, even though most of you have seen this already. So here's one that has a canvas behind it. So the paint just is splattered and just gives it interest. And then here, this one is also a canvas where it's splattered. So you can see we pieced it together so we could add some fabrics just to cut it up and give it some different texture. And that is a Stephanie Brandenburg pattern. And it uses 3 of her flowers. But if you go on Stephanie Brandenburg Frond Designs website, she's got several samples now of using like just 6 tulips in a big ginormous bouquet. So she's got lots of fun inspiration. Go to Stephanie's website. Our South Carolina heat should work on the drawing too, for sure, for sure. Sandy says my package was delivered. This is good weather for dyeing. Yes, yeah, for sure. Okay, wait, Sandy, should I open my package right now live or should I open it later? I think that the mail lady did come. Did she say, can I open it in public or do I have to open it later?
Open it now, she says.
Oh, super cute. All right, girls, look at this. I love to get presents. Okay, look at this. You guys are gonna love this. It's a pair of socks. Ringmaster of the shit show. Very true. Sandy, now I know why you couldn't resist. We actually have a towel here somewhere, but that somebody else gave me that says "Welcome to the shit show." Look at. I know. I might have to wear those to the show. Thank you, Sandy. Those are super adorable. Okay, that's all I have, girls, because I got to get back to packing the van. I have to load the van. I'm going to be sweating in moments. Do not be envious of me because it's a horrible job. All right, that's it. We'll see you Wednesday at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time on Wild Wednesday Live. So make sure you go and you like Wild Wednesday Live so you get notifications when we go live. But we'll be doing it Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. See you later. Have a good week. Do something creative. Sew, or clean your sewing room, whatever.